Now, you don't have to make the mistake that some people made already. It's not necessary. Not that you just enter somebody's DM and say, please, can you mentor me? It doesn't work that way. Many people will reject that. That's the first thing you should know, is that you should know the fact that you can decide your reality. You can create things through what you do. So you know that every action that you take, every little thing that you do is a process to what you want to achieve. Those inactions are making you bad. Those inactions are the reasons where you are not there yet. You are not where you should be yet. So know that your inaction is actually as strong as your action. The thing is, we don't choose the consequences of our actions.
That means like you can't choose your consequences. All right, there are consequences for every action you make.
Exactly.
You cannot choose your consequences, but you can choose your actions, and your actions thereby choose your consequences. Everyone, welcome to another episode of the School of Growth. My name is Samuel Oluwadbami. I have with me a very special guest, a friend of mine, a colleague, a senior friend. As per he's not a graduate, but we are together anyways. I mean, he's a friend that I've known for a while right now, let's say like 2-3 years, and still going. Is someone that has been so good to me personally. So we are very, very good friends, and always a graduate of the Department of Linguistics of Bafemi Awolowo University, right? And he's also a graphic designer, he's a content writer, a content strategist. He's no other than Aderibigbe Favour Dara.
Thank you, Samuel. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good to be here too. I mean, doing this with you, it's amazing. Anyways, so today we are going to be talking about like an important topic is on the concept of making decisions, right? Decisions generally, and also how decisions impact you, and also how decisions impact the value that you offer. All right. So we'll be talking around decisions and value in general. Yeah. So I don't know. Should we start from value? Yeah, so let's start from value. So what would you say consists of someone that is a valuable person?
All right. Thank you very much. All right. For uh, when we are talking about value, all right, we are talking about something that make you uh desirable to people, or something that makes something desirable to people. So that means when we are talking about what consists of value, it's qualities. Value Values are qualities, actually. Values are qualities, basically, and it could also be principles and standard of behavior too, actually. So that is basically what consists of value per se. So that's what I will say about that.
Okay, thank you so much.
I don't know if I answered your question though.
Yes, you did. So what if I want to be a valuable person? What are the things I need to put
All
into
right,
place?
awesome. So yeah, to be valuable, I believe there are three ways you can actually draw value. There are basically three ways I think you can draw value. And first of all, I think it should be something around purpose. You should know your purpose. And anything that is going to be valuable will have a purpose. If for example, let's say this mic now, it's valuable because it could pick our voices,
Yeah.
right? And if it is not picking our voices, and that makes it not valuable, right? That makes it or if it's even picking our voice like my own phone will do, that makes it less valuable compared to how it should be. So that is one thing. It should Anything that is going to be valuable should fulfill its purpose. So if I'm going to be valuable to someone as a friend, I should fulfill the role of a friend. I should do what I'm expected to do as a friend. All right. If I'm going to be valuable as a father, as a son, as anything, even as a worker, if they hire you and you could not provide value, if you could not provide value for the reason you are hired, that makes you no valuable. If you could not fulfill the purpose, rather, if you could not fulfill the purpose of why you were hired in the first place, that makes you less valuable. So I think purpose is a very important one when we are talking about value. And all right.
Yeah. Are there other things you want to talk
Yeah, there are other things actually. So the second thing I think makes something valuable is around convictions and principles. Convictions and principles. And if something is going to be valuable, because I believe value comes from inside out. It's something you offer. It's something. It's not other things that gives value. All right, let me clarify that. All right, Samuel was teaching some people, and I was privileged to be there. I think last year or so, and he was talking about the fact that when you want to talk about value for human being, it is not the things that the person has that gives you value. It is that person that gives value to those things. So you should have that kind of mindset.
Mm.
That mindset should be there. Sorry, that mindset should be there. That I give value. You should know that you have value. You should, and knowing that will give you some principle, will make you work with some principles. So that
Mm.
conviction should be there that yes, I have value and I could give value to things. It's not things that will give value to me. I hope I've been able to
Yeah,
answer your
yeah,
question.
beautiful.
Anyways,
Beautiful. They were, moving on to the decision aspects now, right? So we're having a conversation around decisions and how important they are, right? At some point in this conversation, we would, come to the area of how decisions merge with your values,
values.
right? So now, can we just pick that conversation again, right? So maybe just as it comes to you.
All right. Yeah. So when we were having the conversation, I just was thinking about the power of decisions. It's so wonderful that your decision can make a lot of things happen. It's so
Yeah.
amazing. And I'll begin from the fact that the the man the ability of sorry the presence of the will in a man makes his soul a seat of consciousness. All right.
So
So this
this
seat
system,
of consciousness can determine a lot, can make things happen, can bring possibilities, can cause a lot. So yeah, we were talking about the fact that your decisions can actually bring what you see, and you can even start praying about many things, and but you are acting otherwise, and your decision will override your prayers. It's so
yeah.
amazing that
So,
that
yeah,
could
so
be.
true, so true, so true. Like how that we're talking about principles, right? How
Yeah.
that principles, it's just, I don't know the word to use. It's just amazing. Like you are praying, but you are disobeying principles, right?
Yeah.
By your decisions. Meanwhile, principles are God's prayers to Himself, right? Principles are more powerful prayers sometimes,
Yeah.
right, than even the prayers you are praying because God sets those principles in place
So,
to literally put the world on auto mode, yeah, to just put structures and stuff around it. And let me just ask now, as regards people making decisions, what do you say is the number one reason of people making the wrong decisions, right? What do you think is the reason why people are actually making the wrong decisions?
all
That
right.
may be obvious to everyone, but I don't know, maybe not obvious to them, or probably is obvious, we don't know. But what's the number one reason for people making wrong
All
decisions?
right. Thank you. People, we have different people. We came from different background, and we have different things. We are a product of different things actually, and things like experiences makes spur people into decisions. What they've seen
Yeah,
in life
that's true.
spur people into decision. They are made up, spur people into decision. I was talking about value the other time, and the fact that your convictions, your principles, the principles you follow, and all of that could actually make you valuable. And that is a decision. You could make a decision to be valuable if you are in line with some principles that makes you valuable. For example, you know if you follow the principle of honor of men, you
Mm,
could actually walk into favor
yes,
like
so
that.
true.
But you say people are hating you, and you are praying for favor. You
Mm,
are not actually following this honor of men principle.
principle.
That makes
Mm,
it's a contradiction. Then you
yeah.
are praying for favor, you do not honor men. That does not make sense. So that kind of thing, that mindset, principle, and other things that spoil decisions.
Mm,
So
mm,
that
mm,
could make people make bad decisions and all of that. Their
mm.
experiences that could make people make bad
Bad
decisions.
decision. So, like, as regards decisions now, what would you say that what are like your nuggets to, as regards this concept of decision making?
Decision. Yeah, thank you so much. All right. That will tilt me back to value again. Because if you are going to be making decisions, you have to make decisions that will actually push you to be valuable. If you want to make decisions, you should make decisions that will spoil you into a better light. Not that you are acting, no, you are doing something and it's contrary to it. So right, just say that the first thing you should know is that you should know the fact that you can decide your reality. You can create things through what you do. That you can do things, you can create things, you can create your future through what you do. So you know that every action that you take, every little thing that you do is a process to what you want to achieve. So if you want to see something now, let's say I want to in the next 5 years, I want to see myself in let me say I want to become a governor now. Now what I will need to do is to start making those decisions that will make me that will just walk me into the here, put me in the line of that. I will join a political party, I will do this, do that, I will work, I will have a mentor, I will, that kind of things. Those things will make you like those things will walk you into the future that you want to see. So have that consciousness that yes, I can create my future through my decisions. And what you should do is that break, like, make sure all your decisions, all the things you do, not the big actions alone now. Because when we are talking about decisions, what comes to mind to many people's mind is they are the big decisions. I want to marry, I want to do this. No, it's not only about that. It's about the small decisions that you make. Those things are what actually creates your reality. So know that. And another thing I will say is that know that your inaction is as strong as your action.
So true.
Know that your inaction is as strong as your action. So if you did not do something now, it's as if you are doing something. It's as if you are doing
your
something.
inaction is an action in and of itself.
Exactly. That's the goal. That's the thing. Actually. So know that your inaction is actually as strong as your action. So that means you will not leave some things undone. You will not leave some things undone. You want to become better in your skill. This time that you are not watching tutorials, you are not joining a tutorial, you are not doing things that could walk you into your future. Those inactions are making you bad. Those inactions are the reasons where you are not there yet. You are not where you should be yet. So know that your inaction is actually as strong as your action. So, and also, another thing I would say is that the thing is, we don't choose the consequences of our actions. We can only choose the actions that we can only decide. We don't choose the consequences. It is our actions that we choose the consequence. So that's how it works. So choose your decision. Know what you will do, and then let the decision make the choice of the consequence.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's so true. That's so true, actually. So that means like you can't choose your consequences. All right, there are consequences for every action you make.
Exactly.
You cannot choose your consequences, but you can choose your actions, and your actions thereby choose your consequences. So powerful. That's so true. Wow. So I think one other thing I want to ask from you now is how do you, like, what would I say for you now? Is personally now. So I want to get a bit personal, right? For the sake of learning, what would you say is like a growth mistake that you made, right? So something that you wish, wow, okay, I shouldn't have done it this way, right? I shouldn't have made this particular decision, probably as regards your growth, as you said, action or inaction. Yeah. So
The mix. Yeah, actually. All right. When we are talking about, for me personally now, all right. One of the things that I've seen that actually I could say maybe growth mistake that I made was that when I was starting out, because I like you said the other time, I'm a graphics designer. Yeah. So one of the things that I did not do when I was starting out was that I did not have a particular person or a particular person I was following. Yes. So somebody that I could check his work and all of those things. I did not do that. And I wish I actually did that. I wish I actually, even though I've there are ways I've actually
a mentor.
made this something like that. I could have done that actually, but the bad decision as they have their consequences anyways.
Yeah.
But anyways, we have time, like there's a second chance there. So we thank God. So that's one
So
thing about that. One thing about that.
Wow, many people underrate the power of mentorship, right? Like how that mentorship is so powerful.
Yes.
It's so powerful.
Really.
If you look at somebody in the line of what you are doing and follow them, you don't have to necessarily have personal access to them.
Exactly.
But follow them so closely, right? In this civil small channel we are doing, like my guys, they already know my team. They'll say like if I bring something now, they'll say, is it that your that our mentor, right? Even though it's small, because we have someone we are following in the online space that is doing something that we want to do,
Exactly.
right? It's so important, right? So important. The power of mentorship. I want you to like just delve a bit more, right? Just on the issue of mentorship.
All right. Yeah, on mentorship, like you said the other time, you don't actually need to have personal access to most of your mentors. Obviously, they are not you won't have access to many people like that. But the thing is, you follow their work, follow them back. This is the advantage of social media, anyways. You could follow them online, be the first to comment on their post, be the first to like their posts. Let them have the feeling that yes, there's a favor that's going to comment when I post.
Exactly.
So that kind of thing brings you closer to them. Not that you just enter somebody's DM and say, please, can you mentor me? It doesn't work that way. Many people will reject you. That's how it works. So I fuel their emotional bank by commenting, do this, reply to maybe for example, now on stories, they put something on their story. You can reply, stuff like that, things like that. Make sure you build these small chats, small things now, so that you could be able to link up with them and things could go. In fact, there are some people that you will not still have personal contact with them yet, but still follow their work. You are in to learn, so you can learn whether they are aware or not. As much as they are putting their work outside, you could still learn even without them knowing. But
Yeah,
you
so
should
true.
let them know by these things that I've explained the other time. So comment on their works. Do when they push out a content, check it out. It's not only about that, but tutorials and all of those things. So I believe that kind of thing could help mentorship, and it's good to have somebody who could see your work and say, this is what you are not doing right. It's amazing that you could ask questions. Yeah, people have gone ahead. You don't have to make the mistake that some people made already. It's not necessary. That's why they've gone ahead. Let them guide you. If you have personal contact with some people that are in your field that you could submit to, you should make use of this opportunity. I tell you, it's not really common like that these days. Many people, many influencers in many fields don't really give out their personal space for people. Yes. But if you have this opportunity, maximize it. Let them know your progress. And you are not going there to be a bother. You should know that when you want to have a mentor or something, don't go into that kind of relationship because it's a relationship. Don't go in there to just take a loan. No. Have something you are actually contributing. You should do that. It's necessary. So I think these are even decisions that you could make to make this better for you. So thank you.
Wow. I mean, so much to say, right? So little time. I think it's also important that we had that, obey your mentors. Many people, there is so much of disobeying. If you know how to do it, why do you have a mentor in the first place, right? So, like, if they give you suggestions, follow it, right? Take actions based on the advice they give and all. At least try it out. If it's not working, then you can say, okay, I think this is not working. What's going on? But you reached out to someone that you think can help you. The person is saying this is how you should do it. Then you are now having your own that no, I mean, if you have your opinion, right? Right. So and I see it so often like that. It's very, very important. We've discussed so much today about decisions, touching value, touching mentorship, and we wish we had more time to share with you. But I trust you got one or two things from this conversation. It's been an exciting time with Favour. Thank you so much. The favor Dara himself. I mean, he's my boss.
He's the boss of my boss.
Anyway, it's like it's really been an amazing time. Thank you so much for coming around to the School of Growth. Thank you so much, everyone, as well, for listening in to today's episode. My name is Samuel Oluwagbami, and yes, this is the School of Growth.